everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Emily and today we are going to be spring cleaning, decorating, freshening up the space and working on a couple different DIYs as well. I'm really excited to change up the space and make it very light and airy, so hopefully you'll get lots of ideas from today's video. I'm actually working on the second mirror for the living room here. I shared this actually in a DIY a couple weeks ago, but it didn't turn out perfect because the weather was too cold to actually spray paint. So I needed to make another one and I knew it was bound to improve it and everything, so I wanted to share that with you today. I basically got these mirrors. They're $40 at the at-home store. You can pick them up anywhere though. And the original mirror I was looking at was around $250 to $400 depending on the size. So I knew I could make it for a lot cheaper. So I got this trim board from the hardware store for $5 and they come in 8-foot sections. And all I did was cut each one at a 45-degree angle, a long one, and then the two side pieces that you just saw me put down. Those, instead of connecting those with hot glue because they're so thin, wood glue is a little bit too small to use. I ended up adding some hot glue on the back of them, but then also using a popsicle stick, a larger one because they're a little bit skinnier and depth-wise, and then I bent it in half and stuck that across, and that gave enough strength to hold the X completely on. And so now that you have that, you're going to want to spray paint both sides. So spray paint the one side, let that dry, and then spray paint the back side because that mirror will reflect the color. So while that stuff dries, we're going to start spring cleaning, and I'm actually going to use my Hoover vacuum to dust the house. I put the dusting attachment on and it works really good. I normally just use rags to wipe down the cobwebs, but since we have taller ceilings and they're vaulted now, I need a little bit of help, and the reach wand works so nice.
When you were leaving, I need you even more than I did before. You had the last word when you walked out the door. You drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. Now I'm here alone, I hate this party and I don't know anyone.
Alright, you're going to have to let me know if you guys have a stick vacuum because it's the best thing in the world to me, and not having to worry about cords or anything, but the fact that I can reach high and low with it, nor do I need to get on my knees to dust anything now, like the baseboards. I can just use the dusting attachment on the wand. It's awesome. I love it. And my mom always said when you're spring cleaning and doing any type of cleaning in general, you always start from top and you work your way to the bottom. That way any of those things that fall down, you will eventually vacuum up by the time you get to the floor.
Still I need you, I'm weak for you, yeah you, yeah you. I'm weak for you, yeah you. Now we're back where it started. You say you're sorry so we forget about it. Simple as that, but I don't know where my heart.
So I'm going to remove all of the fur and winter looking pillows. We're going to change those up for something a little bit lighter and more springish. I can't wait to show you those along with the coffee table I got. But I'm actually going to get my cleaning rags now for the windows. I love my new laundry room. Oh my goodness. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's linked down below. Definitely go watch it. But it's just nice to have a space that when you have to do laundry, you actually want to be in. But I am just using my e-cloths to clean the windows. This is the woven one, and honestly it's the only one that I use. And to be honest, I have not cleaned this door since we moved in, and you should have seen all the nose marks on it. I know it's hard to see with the light outside and everything, but the windows were quite grimy, and let me tell you, cleaning windows is a big workout. Oh my goodness, I have forgotten. I haven't done it in so long. But now I'm actually going to add some knobs onto the built-ins. I added these a couple months ago, and I finally decided what knobs I'd use, and I decided to go with the ones that I used for the kitchen makeover.
Yeah, I need you. Weak for you, yeah you, yeah you. I'm weak for you, yeah you, yeah you. Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm
So now I'm going to clean up all those wood shavings. I'm going to switch out the reach wand and put on the crevice tool. The suction on the Hoover blade vacuum is amazing. It works so well, and there's a couple different settings for it, so you can switch it from regular to eco or to carpet, which has even more suction, and the battery life on this will last up to 35 minutes, which is really good for the amount of suction that it offers, and it's lightweight. But I'm gonna finish now wiping down the rest of the cabinets and a couple scuff marks along the baseboards before we clean up the disaster of a living room that we have going on here. Now that I've got everything kind of cleaned up in the space, I'm going to start putting away some of the last bit of winter florals and everything, and then get out a couple of the spring ones. Normally I do pinks for spring, but this year I'm going to be doing whites, greens, and purples. I don't know why, but I'm just drawn to the purple color lately. What colors do you like to do in your house for springtime? Yellow is something I usually save for summertime. I don't know why, but it reminds me of summer. So let me know what you end up doing. Now I told you we were spring cleaning today. That means we're doing things that I don't normally do, like vacuum furniture. I haven't done this since we owned the furniture, so it's definitely time to be doing this. But the Hoover blade actually comes with another attachment, the upholstery attachment, which is really nice because you can actually take this off and use it in small nooks and crannies. You can also attach the other floor attachment to work on your stairs. It's just a very multifunctional vacuum.
Right now I'm standing in the corner. I see you from across the room.
So something that I do recommend if you have a lighter upholstery furniture and stuff is to Scotch guard it. That's something I did when we bought the couch and the chairs, but it's something that you want to do when you can have the windows open or take the furniture outside if it's warm enough and spray it down, because it does get a little bit stinky. So I'm going to do that hopefully in about a month or so when it actually warms up enough.
Say you want me to, we've got nothing to lose. You're looking so old, you're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you...
I am leaving some blankets out though, because it's still pretty chilly outside and we love to snuggle up in them at night and just play games and be together as a family. So I'm definitely leaving them out, just using the lighter colors for right now.
We're together, everything we'll do, you got me going on.
So now I'm just switching up the attachment and putting the floor one on so that I can vacuum the floors and the carpets. So there actually is a carpet setting and it has more suction to it, and it actually helps drive the vacuum forward so you don't have to push as much. I know that probably sounds strange, but it just makes vacuuming so much easier, and the head on the floor attachment is a lot shorter, so it fits in small spaces a lot better, and it has the light, which I haven't had a light on a vacuum in ages, and let me tell you, it shows everything, which is a good thing because when we're vacuuming cleaning, we want to get rid of all of that stuff on the floor. So I will leave it linked in the description box below for you to get. It's a great price point for a cordless stick vacuum with the amount of suction it has. You guys, it is a great tool to have in your home. And I'm just so thankful to be able to partner with them for today's video. They were actually the first vacuum we owned as a married couple 14 years ago, so it's pretty cool to work with them.
Almost like you make me fly.
So now it's time to finish our DIY mirror project. The X's have finally dried, and so all I'm going to do is actually add hot glue on the backs of them and press it onto the mirror, and it will give enough hold where it's not going to pop off until you pry it off. But when you do pry it off, it's not going to ruin your mirror at all. At least the hot glue that I use, it doesn't. So give it a whirl. I like this because if I ever want to change the style of the mirror back to normal, I can. And you guys know me, I like to change things up quite often, but it just gives the mirror such a higher end look, but just by adding the wood trim in the X form. You could trim this out a couple different ways if you wanted to, but I love this. So I just used my question mark hooks, added those onto the wall, and now I'm going to add it to the other side, and we're going to add these beautiful purple lilacs that I found at the at-home store. I love them. Oh my goodness, I fell in love with them. Well, when you put them into the vase, they just kind of stand straight up. So to fix that, just bend the stems downward a little bit so they have more of a natural flow to them. Most flowers are heavy where the petals are. So if you bend them a little bit, they have more of a natural look, and that's exactly what I wanted.
Will be no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized. Be on our separate ways as we fade into gray. But I still miss the way.
So I ended up changing the florals on this side, taking out the white ones later on, but I wanted to add these bunnies. Some of them are from Target Dollar section a few years ago, and the other ones are from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. I didn't want to add too much decor out. I'm really more on the simple side lately. I used to go over the top for every season, and now I just don't want to. I want the house to be very calm and simple, and I'm really enjoying it. I was having a little bit of trouble with the sofa table though, trying to figure out what style, but we'll revisit that a little bit later. I think once I get the coffee table done, this spot I'll be able to figure out a little bit easier.
Guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe that it's not too late.
So if you're needing some ideas for floral arrangements and how to use florals in your home, I did an entire video on that a couple weeks ago, so I'll leave it linked down below in case you need some ideas, and I share all about where everything is from.
It's not too late.
So I got a new piece of art for the entryway. I thought about putting a mirror here, but then since I have mirrors in the living room, I thought it might be a little bit too much. But I found this beautiful abstract piece of art, and I just thought it was just so pretty and warm. It has hints of blue in it, and I don't know why, but I'm just drawn to blue lately. So anytime you're hanging a picture, whatever the hooks are on the back, take that measurement, and then you can mark that on the wall, and then just figure out the height that you want to add that to. It's really easy, and I always use question mark hooks to hang items, that way they don't fall off the wall. But now I'm just trying to figure out what I want on the table and trying to use what I have, and in the end I ended up changing it, so you'll see that at the end. But I'm still trying to figure out certain staples that I want to have in the home, that way I can move the pieces around. I really love to rearrange the furniture, and so it's important for me to choose items that I can utilize in different rooms when I want to redecorate, but also keeping seasonal decor on the minimal side, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. But sometimes decorating your home can be a process, and right now it's hard to find certain things in stores and places, so I'm trying to work with what I have, but also finding pieces that I absolutely love and kind of see them evolving as I keep adding to the space until it's complete. I'm more of an adder than I am getting everything done all at once. It takes me a bit. So yeah. So now that I've deep cleaned those 2 rooms, I'm just gonna pop the dust cup off. It's really easy, just push of a button, and then you just push this button and it empties it into the trash can. And you can actually take the whole cylinder out if you want to, but look at all of that from 2 rooms. Is that not gross? You would think that I haven't cleaned in ages, but I have. I clean daily. Like, I vacuum every single day. So it just shows you how much can really build up over time. Oh my goodness. But now that the floors are vacuumed, I'm going to mop everything and really get them clean. The boys have been playing in the mud a ton because it's springtime and everything's unthawing. The snow is actually gone now, and oh my goodness, this is definitely a spring cleaning upkeep at this point. Like, I have to do this pretty much twice a week in order to keep the dirt from building up, because between the dogs and the kids, it's just too much. I have a question for you. How often do you mop your house? Do you mop it once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, once a day? What is it? Let me know.
I can touch a stream of gold above, breaking through with hope of light and love, giving peace of mind to those of us who try.
So it's now 2 days later and the coffee table finally came in, and I'm really excited to put it together. It's actually quite heavy and there wasn't too much assembling to this, but it comes in a couple different colors if you want to get this for your home. But so many of you have been telling me you need to change your coffee table, and I'm like, I'm trying. And there's a couple different styles that I like. I really want to do a round one, but I cannot find a round one that is at least 4 feet wide. So I'm working with this one for now to see if I like the color of it in the room, and then if I do, I might make one, but I want to see if I like the color and figure that out before I invest in buying all the wood right now, since wood is so expensive and stuff. So I'm really trying to figure out what I want to do, because I have a different style in mind, but this one's really affordable and I feel like it'll give me some time to figure out what exactly I want to do. And plus it has drawers. I mean, how awesome is that?
Seen them rest upon a hill beneath a crown. Try to make a way. I can hear you say, let the sun shine on the broken. Let the summer come.
I found this cute pillow at Target and it is so soft. It's a beautiful linen blend and I love the fringe detail, and best of all, it actually has a zipper so you can wash it. I'm so happy they're finally coming out with pillows at Target that have zippers. It's like, it's about time, you know? So I think this one will look pretty good with the also had this pillow, and I thought, oh, this is kind of different. It's very vintagey looking, at least to me, and it's actually a cover as well, and it's a really thick fabric. It's soft, but not as soft as this. But I'm not sure if I want florals in here or not, because I already have a lot of florals going on, but I think it's a really nice pillow. So it's a little bit smaller. You can see the size difference. This is a larger version of the other one. Super soft, love the coloring on it. I really like it with the gray color couch as well. There's this one. This one is not a cover, unfortunately, but it's like the two-tone, and I think it's kind of pretty. And it's a little bit smaller in size, so I think that could work. And I do have that one. So I got these greenery stems a couple months ago. Probably should still have them, so I'll leave the link down below if they do. But I love how just natural and organic they look, and I don't know, the color of them is just very realistic, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to do here. I feel like a bigger vase would be better in white, but I don't have one, so again, I'm working with what I got and trying to figure that out. But I like black added to the house. I feel like it just is a nice grounding color for any space without it being too overpowering and stuff. So I still need to work on the entryway, but I like that it has a pop of spring and some color in it. But the living room with the purple in there is just wonderful. It just brings me so much joy, and I can't wait to plant some lilacs here soon. I'm gonna be working on the garden and everything, but I still have a lot more spring cleaning and decorating to do, which I will share with you next week. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you got some ideas from it. I never want you to come to my channel and feel intimidated or overwhelmed by anything. I want you to feel inspired and motivated to try something new, and I hope that you have gotten that from today's video. So if you did, give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and whatever you do what makes you happy. If you love turquoise, you love blues, pinks, whatever, add it to your home if it's going to make you smile and bring joy to you. Be sure to check out the description box below for all of the items you've seen in today's video, including the Hoover cordless vacuum. I hope you all have a truly blessed day. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you in the next one.